Hi, I'm Steve Brown, Executive Director of the John F. Tinker Foundation. And you can see on the screen, we have John Tinker and also Professor Dan Weddle, Professor of Law, School of Law at the University of Missouri, Kansas City. Our event will be a discussion about bong hits for Jesus, Morse v. Frederick. Uh, First of all, Professor Weddle, tell us who some of our special guests will be when we do the live event.
Well, there'll be the three of us, and then we'll also have with us Catherine Ross, a professor of law at George Washington University, who's written extensively in the area of school speech. We'll have Doug Mertz, who was the attorney who represented the plaintiff, Joe Frederick, in the bong hits case. And he has an awful lot of the backstory to what was going on in that protest of Joe's, and a story that didn't actually make it up into the Supreme Court because it never made it into the trial record. And we'll talk about why that would have happened and whether it might have affected the court had they known. Then we'll have an excerpt from an interview we did with Ken Starr, who represented the school district in that case before the Supreme Court. So we've got, I think, a good set of people to be talking about what happened on the ground, what happened in the courts, and what the effect has been down the road.
Great. And John Tinker, your 1969 Supreme Court case is still the quintessential case dealing with the First Amendment rights of students. As you look at your case and look at the bong hits for Jesus case, give us a 15-second overview from your perspective of why the bong hits case is so important.
Yeah, well, in our case, the speech was obviously political speech. Our armband was to oppose the war in Vietnam. Joe Frederick's speech didn't have any discernible political content, but it was considered by Judge Starr to be a promotion of an illegal drug. And Kenneth Starr points out that he in general supports our case, Tinker v. Des Moines rule, but that the bong hits case is a narrow cutout that schools can prohibit the promotion of illegal drugs.
Sure, and it's also interesting, and we'll talk about it during the actual event, that Clarence Thomas in the bong hits case said very specifically in his dissent that students should have no rights in school. So we'll be discussing that. And also, you mentioned the clip that we'll be playing of Judge Kenneth Starr, who represented Deborah Morse. And we'll also hear him say very specifically, as you just said, John, his support of the Tinker case. Final comments from you, Dan Weddle, before we sign off.
Well, I think it'll be a wonderful event because I think you're going to get some insights, both legally and factually, that are not necessarily out there, and so, or that you may never have heard before. So I think that you'll find it enlightening and enriching, whether you're a layperson or an attorney or professor or law student. I think you'll find this a fascinating case. And
absolutely. And if anyone is watching this video right now, you can go to the johnftinkerfoundation.org website and get very specific information on how to register for this event. I want to thank Dan Weddle and John Tinker, and we look forward to having you participate in the event when we do it tomorrow at 4 p.m. Central Time. That's 4 p.m. Central Time on Wednesday for the event, and we look forward to it. So thank you so much for viewing this.
Thank you, Steve. Look forward to it.
Yep, looking forward to seeing both of you.